There's a lot of people on the internet scaring so many guys by saying you're going to get shut down if you just take Anavar. Why don't you try it yourself and then come back? Disclaimer, I am not a doctor and I'm not your doctor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Now remember, before you dive into an oral only Anavar cycle, your results are going to depend on certain factors. Your exercise routine, your ability to actually adhere to the diet, your individual genetics, and also the dosage of the Anavar and the duration that you take it for. The results that you're going to potentially have on an Anavar only cycle is increased muscle mass, decrease in body fat, way more strength. You're going to have a lot of motivation to train if you take it pre-workout. You're going to have an overall better physique. That's me putting it lightly. You're going to have a way more impressive physique than if you didn't do Anavar. People will gawp at you, they'll stare at you, they'll ask you questions, how you did it. It's going to blow your mind how just training naturally, doing the best you can, compared to training with Anavar and doing the best you can, they're different worlds. You cannot compete with someone that is on Anavar. I personally respond very well to Anavar, and it's with a low dosage. I like to stick to 20 to 30 milligrams a day, split up before my workout and then in the evening, and sometimes I might do a short arm session before dinner, so I actually take it twice a day under the tongue for a very, very powerful pre-workout effect. I also stack this with testo, 300 to 400 milligrams of test, and I don't notice any more results from going above 30 milligrams. Like if I was to start diving into 60 milligrams of Anavar a day, or 80 or 100, potentially the Anavar is low dosed, so it's poor quality, or it might not even be Anavar. If you're someone that says, I don't actually get a pre-workout response from Anavar, you're probably taking something else. And if you want to make sure you're getting the top quality gear, like the video. There's a massive correlation for guys that like the video, that throw up a double bicep shot, that actually get their hands on some real quality Anavar and then accelerate their gains to the top. That's a fact. I remember when I first did my injection, years ago, I was injecting test. I looked into what I had to do and I was scared. Why would you be confident in injecting when you've never done it before? So just compute that in your mind. And is it sensible to be just blindly going into an Anavar only cycle when you can actually get someone to help you, to coach you through using Anavar and other injectable steroids to actually get better results over the long term? So bear in mind, that fear of injection is just a rotten past program. That is not serving you. It does not help you in any way, and you can take that belief in your head and remove it like it's a vest. Like if it's cold tonight, I'm going to go and put a jacket on. You can do the same thing with your beliefs, and it's a belief that you have that injecting is scary, is dodgy, is something that you don't want to do. And I was there as well. That's what happens when I meet someone that wants to be coached on usage of PEDs and getting the best out of a cycle. They're like, James, I don't even know how to inject. That's what I help them with. So if you're someone that's like that, you can simply find the information online, find the right people, speak to your doctor, speak to someone that you trust that knows about injecting. Because think about it like this, if you were going to have a very serious problem in the hospital and the doctor said to you, look, to save your own life, I'm going to give you this needle, put it in your leg, would you do it? Yes, you would do it. So it's not that you have a physical problem about injecting, it's just simply you have no confidence in injecting, and that comes from not doing it before and not knowing what to do. But if you knew what to do and you had someone helping you, or you just listen to a video online, there's tons out there if you just search how to inject steroids, then you'd be fine. And a reminder to watch my other video that I do in Anavar, all about my results. I got incredible results running Anavar and a low dose of test at the same time. So check that video out. I'll put a link in the description. Okay, but you're sat there going, whatever, James, I don't want to inject. I'm not interested. Right, okay, so you want to go against all the expert advice? That's cool. That's good. We need to start somewhere. So you've decided you want to do an Anavar only cycle. What's going to happen? Well, I think the first thing that should happen is you getting your blood work done if you're up for just doing Anavar on its own. Because if your cholesterol, your liver markers and your kidney enzymes come back and they're all messed up, I strongly recommend you do not do an Anavar only cycle. It is going to depend greatly on your lifestyle, bro. What's your lifestyle like? The side effects are not crazy like other drugs. You're not going to go mental. You're not going to start getting paranoid. You're not going to break out with lots of acne all over your skin. But if you run it for too long at a high dosage, you are going to get oily skin that's going to lead potentially to a lot of spots, to acne. And if you keep it up and you ignore those side effects, then you are potentially going to get scars. I never get any side effects from anything that I take because I've got control of my assumptions. What I believe to be true is always in alignment with the vision that I want. So if you're someone that does get side effects from certain drugs that you take, you are creating this in your own mind and you're then manifesting these side effects into your life. So these side effects are created in our own mind, and it's what we put our attention to that is going to dictate your side effects. Like, are you searching Anavar side effects? If you are, that is a potential negative mindset. If you're someone that's searching results of Anavar, then you're someone that's very positive. So just think about what you're doing. It's not just take a tablet and this tablet does things to our body. Yes, it's going to affect your test levels, but you can control everything in your life with your mind. There was a case study that I read the other day, and it had 20 participants. 10 of the guys took Anavar, and it was an Anavar Only Cycle dosed at 40 milligrams a day. And those guys got no results. The other group, though, took Anavar at 30 milligrams a day and subscribed to this channel. Their results went up 125%. So what does that tell you? Subscribing to this channel is going to get you all the results you want. I wouldn't recommend running Anavar longer than 6 to 8 weeks if you're doing it on its own. If you run tests with it, you can do it for 3 months at a medium dosage. Or if you run Anavar at a very low dosage with some TRT, then you can do that for 6 to 12 months. Are you going to lose all your gains post-cycle? No, it doesn't just all disappear unless you let it disappear. You can return to your body's hormonal homeostasis very quickly after a 6 to 8 week cycle of just Anavar at a low dosage, with your training on point, your diet on point, your habits locked down, your mindset strong. After, when you go into that PCT, when the Anavar stopped, if you just keep training, keep eating, doing everything that you can to keep your body going, you will recover very fast. One of my clients has just finished an 8-week Anavar cycle, and he did this with a low dose of test. That was a TRT dosage. His Anavar was dosed at 15 milligrams pre-workout and 15 milligrams in the afternoon, about 10-12 hours later. He got excellent results. He dropped 14 pounds of fat, and his main lifts, his compound lifts, went up 25%. He is definitely someone that when you see him take his shirt off at the beach, he's got that six-pack, he's got those spider veins in the shoulders, he's ripped, his kids are really looking up at him like he's Superman, and the thing is, he hasn't lost his gains. So we put him down to a low dose of test, and now he's then recovering, and he's going to jump back onto other PEDs. He loves the Anavar, but we're now going to put some more mass on him because he wants to bulk up. So, are you doing that? Are you potentially doing a TRT dosage and adding Anavar, or are you just doing the Anavar Only Cycle? I'm interested to find out. So drop your comments below and let's hear your story. So are you going to do it? Are you going to run an Anavar Only Cycle? Has this video pushed you one way or another? It's your own choice. Do not listen to anyone else. You know whether it's right for you. When I was younger, I did far too much gear at far too high dosages, and I didn't know the training side. I wasn't coached. I wasn't helped with the nutrition. Now I do much lower dosages because I've got a system that works, a system that is very powerful at getting you very, very quick results in a simple fashion. If you want coaching, link is in the description, and I'll see if I can help you out. Should you do it? Should you do that Anavar Only Cycle? The cave that you fear to enter is going to hold all the treasures that you seek. Anything that excites me and scares me at the same time, I head straight for it. That's in all areas of my life. That's fitness, that's relationship, that's spiritual, that's finance. It's really about creating an individual that's fearless, that lets go of all his limiting beliefs. And if you are wanting to run Anavar because you are scared of injecting, that's a limiting belief, and that potentially is a program that you need to evolve. Or if you've got another reason that you just fancy doing Anavar because it's easily accessible and maybe your missus, you don't want her to find out whether you're injecting, that's another belief as well. So whatever you're telling yourself in your mind, the reasons that you can't do it is actually the reason that you should do it, because it's going to lead to a massive amount of growth in your life, physically and mentally.